Hello, welcome back to another uh Rebirth of Civilization episode. Um, yeah, today we're gonna be looking at, or we're gonna be like going farther into the future of what if civilization started over. First, we're gonna take a little look-see at, this whole little empire situation. If you didn't watch the last episode, which you should have, because I don't know why you're watching this episode if you didn't watch the last episode first. And if you didn't watch the last episode, you should have seen the episode before that, and then so on and so forth. You should go back and watch the first video, and then continue watching from there. But yeah. Anyway, in the last episode, this little green area right here used to control all of that, and then a monarch died, and there's a race for the crown. Or actually, no, there's a situation where five different people had claims to the crown, and now they're in a huge civil war, duking it out to see who gets to see, or to see who gets to have the crown. So, first we're gonna have these guys invade. Yeah, they're gonna like invade these, or they're gonna like push these guys back because these guys are like fairly weak. They only have like two big cities, these guys have four. We're gonna call these guys Louisianans, Texans, Arkansans, um, uh, Mississippians, and is this Tennessee or is this more like Missouri? Yeah, Missouri or the Missouris. But yeah, these guys are all duking it out for the crown of the larger empire. Um, but they probably will break away if they don't get the crown. So, yeah. Anyway, these guys are gonna push over and capture this city over here, and then push deeper over here. And these guys are kind of pissed. They're gonna attempt to like push back over this way, but eventually there's a stalemate. Um, yeah, they push into like this Providence and this Providence and get really close to liberating the city, but then yeah, they just get pushed back a little. And then of course they're also gonna like push these guys back because they know that even if they do get the crown, they're they're gonna be their own country anyway. Or if they don't get the crown, they're not gonna get like they're not like going under one. They'll just like stay independent. These will be enemies. And if they do get the crown, they won't join them and they'll still be enemies. So they're gonna try and get as much land as possible, but and they're gonna push up here, but they're not gonna get the city over here. And these guys are going to encircle this area of the Missouris, and they're gonna like slowly push them, and they're gonna like siege the city for a little bit, and they like are able to like hang on for a while, but they eventually lose the city. Yeah, these guys are then going to push downwards towards the capital of the Louisianans. Um, but they aren't able to continue since the Alabamans or Mississippians or whatever, they capture the city, or they go ahead and capture the city, and along with what's it, the Arkansans, they like cut these guys off, and these guys lose huge chunks of their armies over to the Louisianans, which is not good for them. I think that's gonna be all for like this bit of the world. Actually, no. The Louisianans are gonna push and take over here, and bam. That'll be all for this world from this episode. So let's take a look at everywhere else. Um, so we're gonna take a look at these guys. The last video they expanded, but they didn't expand enough to where they were touching like these guys, cause you know they're kind of in a civil war and they don't want to get caught up in that. However, they're realizing that they might not have more opportunities for land, so they're just gonna like say screw it and colonize, or yeah, colonize, or not colonize, but take over this strip of land. And they're also gonna like explore further into Florida, which is a bit hard because it's swampy and it's hard to like, explore swamp. So they're gonna like stick to the kind of like to the coast. Also, there's like a ton of malaria. There's like a bunch of mosquitoes with malaria and such over here. So they're gonna have a hard time with like that. Other than that, they're gonna expand up here a bit more. Uh, yeah, yeah, they're gonna expand up here a bit more, and these guys are these guys want like one last like push before they get like cut off, and yeah, these guys borders look really bad. Yeah, these guys over here, they're gonna like expand outwards and cut these guys off, and then the Great Lakes people are gonna, just like come in and take, oops, not that, yeah, they're gonna take the rest of Lake Michigan and continue exploring like westwards into Wisconsin and Minnesota. They're even gonna go northwards and push like explore into Canada a bit more, because now that they have like basically the entire Great Lakes, they want to expand outwards. So they are going to expand into like what is now Wisconsin, Illinois, and like Minnesota. But yeah, expand into like more of the Midwest, and then they expand northwards into Canada. Like I think what's in Ontario, like this is like Ontario. But yeah, they explore over this way, and I guess I'll like draw the borders. Yeah. So yeah, those are the like borders, like where they expand to. I also added in a bit more cities. Um, over here we'll have these guys like first we'll have them like explore more of like Canada and such. Like they go further into Quebec. Oh, shoot, wrong layer. But yeah, these guys explore more of Quebec, and eventually they like expand like all over this way. Yeah, they do a little expansion now. That's a bit goofy. Let's fix this. Um, yeah, this is a bit weird. Yeah, let's just have that. Bam, fixed. But yeah, they expand this way. They also expand. They also like discover there and like expand to that island. Yeah. Let's see. How long is this video? Oh, only 9 minutes. Yeah. I don't think that's gonna be all for today's video. Um, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that might have to be. Actually, no, that's not gonna be all. Um. Yeah. Hold on. Uh-oh. Oh shit. That better not. Yeah. I'm actually, I think I have another idea. So, we're gonna have some rebellions happening in the Great Lakes, mostly like in Wisconsin or northern Wisconsin, southern Wisconsin, and this is because they so like most of the settlers out here, they kind of wanted to get away from, like all this over here. So they decided that if they're gonna like if they're gonna like get away all the way over here, they're gonna like completely get away. So they decided to break away from the government, yeah, the Great Lakes government. So yeah, we're gonna see how that happens. So we're gonna like see a war between them. So these like baby blue guys up here, they're gonna like push up this way and this way, cause like they want if they're gonna like break away, they want like the chance to like be free. So yeah, they're gonna break up here, and that effectively cuts um like this part of like the Great Lakes from this, cause like here there's like a river there, there's a river there. So yeah, they're not really connected anymore. But yeah, anyway, they're gonna go ahead and capture this city along with all that stuff over here, and they're gonna kind of like move up this way and get like more land or more land or like un borders with unclaimed land. So they're able to expand in later in the future. These guys down here, they're gonna have like a bit of a they're gonna have like a harder time, like expanding or like fighting off these guys the Great Lakes. Um, 'Cause like they're closer to like everything. Like they're closer to like all the big cities and such. Like all the cities where like, everything like they're all more loyal to like the country. But yeah, they're gonna like cut off here and this falls. But they're not gonna be met without retaliation. They're gonna so the these I'll just call them like the Great Lake. I think I called them the Great Lake Empire, so the GLE. So I'll just call them the GLE. So the GLE pushes them back quite a bit until like, but then they like push back, and then they go back and forth until eventually the GLE is like, oh, fine, we'll grant you independence. Uh, but so once they're done like fighting them, they're gonna like turn up here to like fight them to like get like more their land back. But yeah, they're gonna fight up here, re take this city, and push these guys out a bit. These guys are gonna like push up this way and into like what is now the UP. Um, and they're gonna get close to this city and capture it. And the GLE is gonna, you is gonna invade from over here. And then eventually, like both sides are or like at least the GLE is tired of fighting. So they're like, okay, fine, we'll stop fighting you people. Uh, please just we grant you independence. So yeah, I'll drop the peace treaty right now. So this is the new borders of these guys down here and like these purple guys down here and these like light blue over here. Yeah, so yeah, that's gonna like, be the peace treaty for them. And then I guess let's see, how much time do we have left? All right, we have yeah, it's about 14 minutes. I guess we could like have these guys do some more things. So these green guys, like the Louisianans are gonna like push up this way and take this city, and then they're also gonna push into here a little bit, cause they want to, or well they don't, they want to get like their like stuff like their land back. Um, these dudes over here are gonna like invade here, cause they want to. They're also gonna push back and take this city, but then quickly after, these green guys take it back. So it's like, what the hell? But then, and then these guys like start pushing up this way. Yeah, they kind of do that. However, that's like kind of short-lived, or it's like kind of short-lived because these guys are a bit stronger and they're gonna like push back, cut these guys off, and these guys kind of like surrender. And then they take this city and they recapture this city, and yeah, they continue pushing back, and then blue, and then like surprise, blue, they kind of want more land and they don't really want to expand. They get involved with this war and invade not only or they just invade like all the rebels under like a guise of like keeping peace. But yeah, they really just want land, so they're gonna like cut these guys off from expanding, take that city, and then they're gonna do that a little. Then they're gonna like decide. Actually, no, they're gonna continue invading both of these guys, and they're gonna like decide after like they take this city that they have enough. Yeah, they decide that they have enough, and this is the peace treaty. So yeah, these guys get greatly reduced. Um, these guys are gonna like take their chance while of a weekend, like these guys, and invade like all of this. They take all that, then they're gonna come down over here and snag this city. And at this point, there's basically nothing else to like. There's like no one else to fight. Like all their major cities are gone. Their army was kind of wiped by these guys, and so they surrender to these guys. Um, these guys are the green, or Mississippi or Louisianians are gonna invade more of these guys, and eventually everyone else just like sees how strong the green guys are and just like like surrender. They're gonna like stop the war, because like these guys they got curb stomped by blue, and you know yeah they're not doing too good right now. So yeah, um, Louisianians come out victorious, although victorious isn't big air quotes, considering that like how much land they lost. But yeah, let's take a look at that little peace treaty. So this is the peace treaty. As you can see, green is a bit bigger. They took like half of this like Texan country over here. They mercifully allowed them to live, but only as like this one. They only as this like tiny state, or like tiny country, and they took like a lot of land from some of these guys. But like other than that, that's about all. And I think that's gonna do it for today's episode. If you're if you've watched the entire thing, then consider liking and subscribing. If you want to see more content. Um, I guess the new upload schedule will be one of these every Saturday and Minecraft video every Wednesday if I get around to it. But yeah, that will be all for today. I am going to see you in the next video. Goodbye.